Hi, I am Dr. Arsalan Khan, and today we are going to discuss about the learning techniques. I have divided these learning techniques in 10 groups. So, follow these 10 techniques in our learning, in our reading the textbooks, then these techniques will effectively manage our time. The first technique is verbal and visual memory. We are going to read a book or a topic. The information we are getting, these are called verbal information. For example, if we are learning a topic of biology, the structure of heart, so we are reading that there is a heart, it has four chambers, it is covered by a double layered membrane called pericardium. In between these two layers is the pericardial fluid. So these information were verbal information, but better is to create a visual image of it. We learn these information. If we put these information in our mind, this is called verbal learning. And if we create images or visuals in our mind regarding this concept, this is called visual information, visual learning. For example, if we are going to create visual images in our mind that there is a heart, it is four chambered, we create four chambers in the heart in our mind. The imaginary, the imaginary visual is there. Then the heart is enclosed in a double layered membrane. So close the heart in our mind in two layered membrane. In between these two layers is a fluid. So this will be effective strategy to learn, and it will last for longer time in our memory and is easily learned in this way. So try to convert the verbal information into visual information. For information are preferable, the more advantageous, the more simple and easy to learn. The second technique is reading technique. If you have good reading skills, then learning is easier to you. For example, if you are reading a book, try to elaborate the words. If you find the words in the sentence, the meaning of which you don't have in your mind, then try to search and explore these words. Try to make you understand that what you are reading, and then underline and highlight the important key points. That during revision time, you don't have to read the whole context, the whole passage. Rather, you will only point out the key points which you have already highlighted in the first reading mode. Reading technique is very much important. You have to read carefully in the precise manner and scientific approach. Third technique is time management. Time is the vital objective in learning. If you have short time, for example, you are going to take your exams, you have, for example, 1 hour for one question, one topic, then classify the divide the topic, split the topic in segments, and make and fix target of time to you. For example, if you have a topic, divide it into 6 segments. For each segment, give 10 minutes. Fix the target of time before you, then you will be able to cover the course in due time. Otherwise, if you are learning in rough manner without time calculation, without time management, then it will be very much difficult to cover the courses, the lengthy courses in short time. Fourth, these are the steps of learning. There are 5 steps of learning. If you are going to learn a question, a topic, you have to switch to 5 modes. First of all, you have to plan about that topic, that how you will read, how you will group the segments, how you will fix your targets. After planning, you start reading, then reading the context very carefully in precise manner, as we had discussed in the reading technique. Read out that context, read out that topic in careful and precise manner in due time. Then repeat, rereading, repeat the topic. And at the second reading phase, you don't have need to read the whole passage. Important points of the topic you have highlighted and underlined. Just go through these important topics, key points. This is called rereading. Then is the analysis phase. You have read a topic, you have concepts of that topic in your mind, you have reread, then analyze the facts, analyze the points in the topic, that what you have learned, what was the aim of that topic, what were the data, what were the examples in that topic, what were the important information, and what the topic was about. So this is the analyzing segment. And finally, writing. If you are going to write, then it will make you understand that what you have learned, what is in your mind about that topic, and what concepts you have lost. Writing also strengthens your memory. Next is short-term learning and long-term learning. Short-term learning, it refers to the information, the data which we have captured and put in our mind, and we are not repeating that information. Knowledge gets fade away because the brain assumes that the information were unnecessary, and this information does not move to the hippocampus, the long-term memory center. Rather, these are stored in the cerebrum for a short period of time, and after a few days the fade sketch is left behind without proper information, proper knowledge. This is called short-term learning. There is forgetting curve. For example, if we read a topic, we learn something new. After 1 hour, 50% of that is lost, and after one day, 70% is lost. We have only 30% data and knowledge in our mind on the next day, and after few days, there is fade sketch left behind without any information, without any knowledge. Such learnings we usually learn objects. We usually learn scientific subjects in this manner, and this is called short-term learning. And when the exam comes, everything seems new to us because the data we have lost from our memory that was not uploaded to the hippocampus. Next is long-term learning. If you want a topic, a subject, or data information to be sent to the hippocampus, if you want a topic or data or information to be uploaded to the hippocampus or long-term concepts or long-term memory, then you have to follow the following steps. We have stated earlier that reading followed by rereading is the vital uh, strategy of learning. To read, then reread, and after 6 to 8 hours, repeat that topic once again. And if you want the topic to go to your hippocampus memory for long time memory, then read that topic, revise that topic. On next day, we have stated in our reading mode that you don't have any need to read the passage, the long passage once again. Just go through the key points, go through the underlined and highlighted words next day, and then repeat after 1 week and then repeat after 1 month. Then your brain realizes that this is the information which is of utmost importance and may be stored in the hippocampus for long time memory. So this is the long term memory. This is the way in which the information, the data will be stored in our brain for a very long time. Cramming is learning or reading without understanding. If you are reading the passage again and again and this passage does not make any sense in your brain, no visual images are created in your brain, this is called cramming. This is unnecessary information for your brain, and after a few days, the information will last. You won't be able to analyze the data, you won't be able to store that data in your hippocampus, in your mind for a longer period. Relaxation. Our brain, it works at its peak when it is relaxed, and when it is in fatigue situation, the learning capacity of the brain diminishes, it declines. So if you want to learn in an effective way and in easy way, try to learn in gaps. At least you should rest, relax your brain after each hour of learning. At least 15 minutes break after 1 hour learning, it is of very much important, it is of very much significance. It will ease your brain, your mindset, and the concept will be learned in more authentic way. Classification of data. The data, the topic you are going to learn, this should be classified, this should be divided into segments or groups for easy learning. Otherwise, in an essay form, your passage, it becomes difficult for you to learn. Try to divide and split that passage in paragraphs, in different headings, subheadings. For example, if you are going to learn a disease in medical sciences, then divide that disease into segments. Say an example, you are going to learn about the viral diarrhea. So first of all, introduction of the disease, then the causative agent of the disease, the method of transmission of disease, sign and symptoms, treatment and prevention. I have divided this disease in 6 segments, and in each segment I will store enough data to explain that segment, that topic, that heading or subheading. If we classify the data, we organize the data in precise and accurate way in different classes segments, it will be easily picked up by our brain cells, the memory cells. And last technique is teaching. When you have learned the topic as per protocols we have discussed today, then try to teach that, because teaching it strengthens your memory. If you have learned the topic, for example, viral diarrhea, teach your friend, teach your family member, discuss with your family that this is the viral diarrhea, how it can be transmitted, how it can be diagnosed or treated or prevented. Or if you don't find anyone to teach the topic, then teach it to yourself. So if you follow these 10 techniques of learning the topic, you will learn in an easy and effective way, and information will be uploaded to your hippocampus, and the memory will be stored for a longer period of time and long lasting. The concepts will be learned in effective, analytic way, and the memory will be stored in your hippocampus, which will last for a longer period of time.